Are you looking for the best pasta makers? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best pasta makers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Marcato Atlas 150 Classic Stainless Steel Pasta Machine. Created by a nearly century-old Italian company, the Marcato Atlas 150 Classic is one of the most popular manual pasta makers for a reason. It hit nearly every mark for us during testing. The design is perfect for easy, intuitive rolling. Even a total beginner won't have problems with the Atlas 150 Classic. Just be careful to select the Classic model. There's a standard Marcato Atlas 150 that's made of aluminum rather than steel and didn't do well in testing. As we were sheeting the pasta, it didn't jam, pull, or fray, making the rolling process easy and smooth, even with ultra-thin sheets. Unlike many other pasta makers, the handle didn't slip out during rolling, which also contributed to a consistent roll. The Marcato features 10 thickness settings, more than any other machine we tested, and the thinnest setting produced an astonishing 0.59mm pasta sheet, the thinnest of the day. When it came time to cut, we were most impressed with the fettuccine attachment. It gave us some of the best noodles of the bunch, with sharp, defined, and fully sliced eggdies. However, the spaghetti attachment was a letdown. Our pasta clumped, and the attachment didn't fully cut through the strands, resulting in some squishing and an overall unsatisfactory spaghetti. The stainless steel body felt sturdy and durable but still lightweight. When we seated the attachments, we noted how snug and secure they felt, especially compared to the CucinaPro below that struggled due to a loose fit. Overall, the quality and materials of this machine were superior to the other manual models we tested. Type: tabletop. Manual dimensions: 8x8 by 7 inches. Materials: stainless steel. Pasta types: spaghetti, fettuccine, lasagna. Number 2. Imperia Pasta Maker Machine. This Italian-made pasta maker is a manual tabletop model similar to the Marcato Atlas 150 above. It works in essentially the same way, and also includes cutting attachments for spaghetti and fettuccine. This pasta maker is perfect for beginners, but seasoned patai will also appreciate the fabrication quality and ease of use. The body clamped easily onto our countertop and didn't wobble during use. The wooden handle was more comfortable to grip and turn than the plastic or all-metal handles on some other machines we tested. The nickel-plated steel rollers are durable yet lightweight, and the dough easily moved through them without any sticking or jamming. Our favorite feature was the detachable tray that can help feed your sheets through the rollers and then rest the pasta once it's been cut. It's a rare and helpful accessory. In contrast to the Marcato and CucinaPro, though, the Imperia's attachments are heavy, and the extra metal didn't seem to improve cutting performance. Type: tabletop. Manual dimensions: 8.1 by 7.2 by 6.2 inches. Materials: stainless steel. Wood. Pasta types: spaghetti, fettuccine, lasagna. Number 3. CucinaPro Pasta Maker Deluxe Set. If you're not ready to dive headfirst into a $100 plus investment in a professional quality pasta machine and would rather dip your toe before fully committing, this CucinaPro Pasta Maker Deluxe Set is for you. It's a classic manual pasta machine that allows you to experiment with various pasta shapes, but at a more budget-friendly price. This is the ideal pasta maker for beginners. Not only does it come at a bargain price, but it also includes all the necessary equipment and items you may not have even known you needed to get started. During testing, the included cleaning brushes proved particularly useful, and we appreciated the inclusion of the ravioli cutter, an attachment that isn't included with other machines and would typically require an additional purchase. We had little trouble setting up and using the machine, though the cutting attachments took some getting used to. We liked that the machine itself and all the pieces are lightweight, but they felt cheaply made and not durable during testing. The attachments and extra tools, in particular, were underwhelming. There's no way to secure the attachments, so we experienced issues with them sliding out during testing. The cheap construction also affected how well the handle seated into the machine, as it slipped out often during rolling. This is a good beginner machine for the casual pasta maker, but frequent users will likely be disappointed with the quality. Type: tabletop. Manual dimensions: 8 by 7.75 by 6 inches. Materials: stainless steel. Plastic. Pasta types: lasagna, fettuccine, angel hair, spaghetti, ravioli. Number 4. Philips Viva Collection Pasta and Noodle Maker. For pasta beyond just flat noodles, consider this fully automatic extruder. It works differently from the manual models above. It kneads the dough by itself and then squeezes it through holes in a die to create all sorts of shapes. The whole setup also takes up surprisingly little counter space. You get discs for spaghetti, fettuccine, and penne in the box, but there are tons of other Philips pasta extruder dies sold separately that can create classics like shells, bow ties, and spirals. The one thing we didn't like about this machine is that it's mostly plastic. Many of the parts, especially the dies, felt flimsy. During testing, we found the Philips Viva to be quite user-friendly. It was very much hands-off once we added our ingredients and pressed start. The single button and dial interface greatly reduced the possibility for user error, and we declared that this would be an excellent machine for those new to pasta extruding. The mixing chamber is the standout feature. It combines and kneads raw ingredients into the perfect dough quickly, without requiring any manual work. In testing, it produced 2 to 3 servings of pasta in just 15 minutes, faster than it would take to merely roll and cut dough in a manual machine. We also appreciated the extra extrude button at the end of the batch, which clears the last bits of dough from the chamber, making cleanup even easier. Handling the finished pasta was also easy. We didn't encounter any issues with sticking as the pasta exited the extruder or when we cut it to the desired length. This meant our pasta was all uniform and even, which is important for consistent cooking. Type, extruder dimensions, 13 by 15.5 by 11.9 inches. Materials, stainless steel, plastic. Pasta types, spaghetti, penne, fettuccine. Number 5. KitchenAid Pasta Roller and Cutter Attachment Set. KitchenAid stand mixer attachments run the gamut from meat grinders to ice cream makers, and this pasta maker is one of the most popular ways to expand the mixer's abilities. If you already own a KitchenAid and are looking to jump into making your own pasta, this attachment set is the perfect addition. It simply clamps into the front of the mixer, using its onboard motor and speed control switch. Not having to use a hand crank is a huge help, not just because it reduces the amount of labor needed but also because it lets you use both hands to feed the dough through the rollers and pull it out the other end. This substantially cut down the time needed to roll out our sheets. It took around 2 to 3 seconds to feed it through in testing, depending on the length. The powerful KitchenAid motor made a significant difference in testing, and we encountered no ripping, tearing, or fraying as we rolled the dough successively thinner. Impressively, the thinnest setting produced a sheet just 0.75 mm thick. In contrast, the thinnest setting on the CucinaPro is more than double that, at 1.58 mm. This set has 8 roller width settings and separate cutter attachments for fettuccine and spaghetti. Both performed beautifully in testing, making distinct, even strands and keeping them separated. In fact, this was one of the only machines of the group that managed to cut all the way through spaghetti consistently. Chris Wright, co-owner of the Pasta Lab, a small batch pasta producer in Philadelphia, also recommends the KitchenAid attachment for its versatility. Not only can the dough be prepared in the bowl of the mixer, but a pasta filling can as well, he says. Whipped ricotta, blanched, pressed, chopped greens, and salty aged cheese would make a classic ravioli filling and would come together in no time with the help of the KitchenAid. This attachment set earned a perfect score in every category we measured. The only downside we can find is that you have to own a KitchenAid stand mixer to use it. That represents an investment of $400 or more, but it's an appliance most kitchens need, and it can last for decades.